Congratulations on this new album, Venus. I mean, us Zara stands over here. We have been counting down the days to this new album. What is going through your head right now as you put this body of work out there?
It just feels really good. I'm usually quite anxious and a little stressed, but I feel very calm. I feel excited. I just can't wait for people to hear it. I feel really proud. It's also such an amazing time because last time I released an album, I didn't get to go on tour. It was in the middle of the pandemic. It was all very like, everybody was like, what's happening in the world? Like, what's going on? Now I'm releasing the album. I'm going out on tour. I get to sing it live, which is where my heart's at, on stage. Get to see the people in the crowd. And that is just what makes me so excited about releasing this album as well.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I got to tell you. So, I'm based in the United States and I'm so jealous of all these girls who get to see you in concert.
Oh, I'll come to you. Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Gotta prioritize a North American leg. That's all I got to say.
Absolutely. I got you.
But let's talk a little bit more about this album. So many fans have been waiting for this new record. Like you said, the last one came out during COVID. So what are fans getting when they sit down and they hit play on the Venus album?
Everything. They're getting everything. I do feel that way. I do feel like it's broad. It's a little bit of everything. It's up-tempo club bangers. It is beautiful ballads, vulnerable moments. It's sassy and sexy. It's every bit of me, I guess you could say. Something for everyone on there, truly.
Yes, I'm right there with you, my friend. And I think what I love about being like a fan of yours, you've been in the industry for so long now and you have evolved.
I'm a veteran.
But what's cool, you may be a veteran, but like you are evolving so much in real time. And what I love is like just seeing your confidence just grow and grow. I mean, the fact that you kick off this album with Can't Tame Her, it's like, no, you can't tame her. Like this is just the beginning, I feel like, for a lot of you.
Yes.
A lot of ways.
Oh my God. No, 100%. You're so right. I completely agree. And I think, since I've been in the industry, you're right, for a long time. I mean, it's 10 years ago now that I released my first album, One. 10 years is a long time, but I'm still young. Like, I'm 26, and I have so much more to give and so much more to say.
100%. And what I love about you is, like, if it's on your lung, it's on your tongue. Like, you are singing things that really, like, are true to who you are, which we love to see. And especially what I love, too, is you have been such a fierce ally to the LGBTQ plus community.
Of course.
Since day one, and especially with You Love Who You Love. I mean, girl, there's another gay anthem right there.
It was actually inspired because it was Pride Week in Stockholm. And first we were like, you love who you love. Like, let's just write about, like, loving whoever you want to love. Like, why can't we just all, like, love is beautiful, love is amazing. But then to me, because you're right, of course, I'm an ally. Like, everyone who has a brain is. And I think that was just too obvious for me. Like, I was like, of course you can love whoever you love.
It must feel pretty incredible knowing that you have a whole community supporting you, right?
It does. And I'm so thankful for it ever since the start. I think I really realized it when I released my first song. Absolutely not my first song. It was the first kind of single, I think, of my album, was All the Time. And we were like, boom, let's go. Like, we expected it to go number one. Flop. Where it didn't flop? LGBTQ community on Twitter, they love that. And that's when I knew, oh, thank you. You have my back. I really appreciate that. That's when I was like, wow, I see you. I truly see you. And I like it. I think the whole album is basically about love from different, perspectives and sides. And that's why it's called Venus, the goddess of love. Because I am obsessed with love. I really am. And we should all just sprinkle it a bit more.
I'm right there with you. And I got to tell you, Zara, I have been streaming this album all day ahead of this interview. And I'm not even just saying this because I'm talking with you and because I'm a fan. That title track, Venus, is
you love it?
A bop. Like, I'm actually obsessed with it.
Oh, thanks. Thank you so much. It's so fun to hear what people, what song they're drawn to. And I feel like it's very different, which I think is a good sign, just knowing that all the songs are good. But Venus is, of course, is the title track. It's so stunning. It's so dreamy, beautiful melodies. I love it. And that was actually inspired that song, Violet Sky, who wrote it, her first like experience falling in love with a girl. So I feel like, yeah, it's all around us.
That is so crazy. So this is essentially a very queer album, is what I'm getting from
Right.
you.
Absolutely.
What do you hope they really take away after listening to this album?
Well, I do think it's kind of like a journey that you go on. It's up and down. I think it has a little bit of everything in there. And also music, it's universal, and I think it's relatable, but it's also something personal. So if they listen to a track and they feel some type of way, like if you listen to a song and you feel a certain type of way, then that is completely correct. There's no right or wrong. But I would like them to feel empowered, understood, not alone, maybe happy, maybe, like reflecting. I don't know. There's so many tracks that like takes you different places, but also ends on a quite like sober note. Like, the healing, just like it really pulls you into it, and like actually I'm a serious person. Sometimes I'm not. I'm serious, but I'm also not. But that one's like, let's heal. Let's heal so we can like truly love ourselves. And that is a really important message.